Well, folks, here's the truth. Donald Trump's policies didn't just close our borders, they wrecked our economy. Tourism to the United States is down 61%. That means empty hotels, shuttered restaurants, and millions of jobs lost in cities like Las Vegas, New York.
Because last month, visits to the U.S. from overseas fell 11.6%. And in Las Vegas alone, the international tourism decline is expected to mean an $18 million drop in room revenue. $18 million, which I believe is 2 mini fridge Toblerones.
When you're walking into one of the busiest airports in USA are empty, just like empty. I'm not talking about COVID time, I'm talking right now. My name is Leek. I'm going to talk about why tourism industry in USA is cracking down. Remember that credit goes to the owner of the video. Let's jump into the video.
Well, folks, here's the truth. Donald Trump's policies didn't just close our borders, they wrecked our economy. Tourism to the United States is down 61%. That means empty hotels, shuttered restaurants, and millions of jobs lost in cities like Las Vegas, New York, Miami, and right here at home. Why? Because Trump made America unwelcoming. His trade wars, his anti-immigration rhetoric, his fear-based policies drove tourists and businesses away. While Europe and Asia recovered, we fell behind. I'm running for Congress to change that, to open our doors, rebuild our reputation, and bring jobs back to the communities that depend on tourism. We're going to replace fear with opportunity and isolation with leadership. America should be a place the world wants to visit, not avoid. And under Democratic leadership, it will be again. Let's bring the world and their dollars back to America. Let's get to work.
We've all been hearing how the economy is crashing. And yeah, I knew it, but I get up, I go to work, I do my thing. But I traveled to a conference last night, and I gotta tell you, it was an eye-opening experience in the airports. You think about big airports like Chicago or Grand Rapids, Michigan, they're usually just buzzing. And so I want to show you what I saw on my trip. And mind you, it wasn't an overnight thing. It was during the day, during the evening. It should have been a very busy time. Watch this. I have never seen the Chicago airport this empty before. And now here's Grand Rapids Airport. There are a few people meandering around, but it's pretty empty too.
Usually, Chicago airport has 8 million passengers annually. Per day, it is 25,000 passengers every single day. But now when you look at airport, you will see different stories because of some people. Most of the Europeans are afraid to go to USA because of their security. Others, they are afraid to go to USA because they might be deported at the border post. You invest your money, you want to go to USA to enjoy in the beach, whatever, but they deport you before you get into the country. They feel like, oh, this guy is coming to stuck in our country.
If you watch any videos right now, and there's a lot of people that do content like this, I love Vegas, I go there frequently, so I see them all the time in my, algorithm. They will show you videos of the Strip being empty. These massive, Las Vegas casino resorts that are typically teeming with life on a Friday night, they're not even at a quarter of capacity. There's nobody there. And yes, that is a city that absolutely depends on those foreign tourists. Down in Orlando, Universal Studios just opened up a new park, Epic Universe. Grand opening, right? May 22nd. I check my app because I go to the parks frequently as well. And the wait times at this new park, with the exception of one Harry Potter ride, because you still have those Harry Potter grown-ups, 15 minutes. For a brand new theme park in the theme park capital of the world, 15 minutes for a brand new ride that you guys have been hyping for over a year? There's videos I saw yesterday of the park empty on a holiday. There's no crowds, there's no lines at almost everything again, except for the one Harry Potter ride. It's crazy.
Because last month, visits to the U.S. from overseas fell 11.6%. And in Las Vegas alone, the international tourism decline is expected to mean an $18 million drop in room revenue. $18 million, which I believe is 2 mini fridge Toblerones. And because this, people from overseas are frightened to come here, okay? To say goodbye to some of our biggest international party people, because we're seeing our biggest drop in Australian visitors since COVID. Do you know how bad things have to be to scare off Australians?
You might take it as jokes, but it's getting serious. Look back to during the Club World Cup, even the stadium were empty because Trump say he's going to set up his icy guys to catch everyone goes to that stadium. When something comes to the security of the country, I understand he's doing really well, but when it's come to the business, money is going to, USA is big country, is the richest country in the world, but when it's take long like this, many Americans are going to starting losing a job. Even job opportunity is going to get down.
Hi, good morning. So I'm at the Miami airport today, and first of all, it's so empty. Like, it's so weird because I've flown through this airport so many times since I was little, since I was a baby. I've always flown through Miami, and it's always packed. And today it was so empty. And then something happened that I had never seen happen. So I'm used to going through, like, coming back from Ecuador, going through immigration, and then people have to go to secondary check at immigration, right? So I'm going through security. The guy in front of me, he shows his stuff, and then they tell him they have to do a secondary check. And I was like, what? Like, we're not coming back from out of the country. We're going through TSA to fly inside. We're in a domestic terminal right now, or like what's considered a domestic terminal. So it was just kind of weird. And then they took him to a side, checked something in the computer, and then told him that they had to do further checks or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then it was my turn. I just went through, and then I was still like I just sat outside and just waited to see like what happened to this guy. But yeah, they took him somewhere else, and it was like out of the area where I was at. And the part that I'm wondering is like, because my first instinct was to just like jump there and be like, hey, I can help. But then I know I'm not a lawyer and I don't have any type of certificates, and I know they're going to be like, no, he can only talk to his lawyer or whatever. But it was just a weird feeling. And I'm like just sitting here, just kind of went to like the side, one of those empty areas, because I have an appointment in like 10 minutes, but it's still kind of like at the entrance. So I'm like still waiting to see if he comes back. But I guess they're doing that at TSA now too.
As I was saying that in the beginning, it's really hard when someone fly from his country or from any country in the part of the world, goes to the airport, and then they deport you before you enter to the country. I think when you go to the check-in in the country, they might check everything. But when you go to USA, they do the check even more. According to the flight information, when someone flying from, for example, in Europe, they send all the information and the name of the passenger with their passport to the airport of USA. They check everything. But when you get there, they might deport you guys. It's not easy to go to USA nowadays. So guys, thank you for watching our video for today. It was really amazing. Please keep pushing our channel. Now we are getting more people. Please subscribe, share, give us comment. See you in the next video.